It's Lunar New Year tomorrow. And we're gonna make dumplings. It's one of the best things, honestly, about being here in Chiang Mai right now and being able to have our own home and kitchen. We get to experience Lunar New Year as Thailand would here in Chiang Mai, and also get to keep some of the traditions that we would normally do back at home, like making dumplings. Huge green onions. I've never seen green onions this large before. We're also going to have hot pot, one of my favorite meals to share with friends. We found a lot of the ingredients that we needed at the local Lotus, but there's still a lot of ingredients that we're missing, so I have a feeling at the Chinatown market we're gonna find everything that we need. Oh yeah, and in case you notice a couple of bandages on our arms, well, it's because we had a little bit of an accident on our scooter the other day. There was a car pulling out in the wrong direction onto oncoming traffic, aka us, and luckily Josh saw him right before they would have clipped us and swerved out of the way. But as we're coming into the new year, it makes me feel very grateful for our health, and honestly, grateful for helmets, grateful for Josh driving the way he did, and it makes me realize how much we take for granted. Yes, scooters are a really, really convenient and fun way to get around Southeast Asia, but we put a lot of trust in ourselves, the bikes, and the people around us when we drive anywhere in any vehicle. Makes you realize how much we take for granted sometimes. Unfortunately, that meant that we flew a little bit off the bike and scraped ourselves and have a couple of bruises, but nothing that won't stop us from celebrating New Year's today. This cabbage is so beautifully packaged, all to protect it. Wait, Ma. 我看不到你. It's the video camera icon. Oh, there you... No. You just... It's just like a little camcorder. You just have to press it. Ah, there you are. Yeah, I have to buy some salt. Okay. Oh. I think that's enough. We'll see. In years past, whenever we make these, we always make way, way too much, where we just have to keep folding, sometimes all through the night, just to get them done. So, I hope it made less this time. Thank you. I'll send you pictures. Thank goodness for FaceTime. My mom and my aunt coming in for some really quality help. I love traditions and I love food. But prep work is honestly the hardest part about all of this. I just want to get to the point where we get to start folding and making the dumplings and frying them up and having a hot pot all together. Sharing meals is probably the best part of all of this. Next up on the chopping block, get it? Green onion. I've never seen green onion this large before. What are we doing wrong? This is amazing. I don't know, these leaves are huge. It definitely smells like an onion. It's very strong. It's very robust. What? These green onions they are thick, and look at that. Focusing. You like that trick? Thanks for the tip. It's actually making me tear up. Japanese scallion. So I forgot a couple of items and I thought I might come to Chinatown to find them, and it turns out there's this beautiful market happening and there's beautiful lanterns and decorations. Not sure that I'll find it, but it's still nice to be here. all the red lanterns, all the people wearing their qipao or their traditional Chinese dresses. I love it. A lot of this is clothing, and don't have a lot of time because I want to make sure that the dumplings marinate, but I'm gonna keep looking. As much as I want to stay here and just wander the streets and eat some delicious, tasty foods, I think I gotta leave because Josh is circling. There's so many people here. There's not a lot of parking, so I think I'm gonna try to find a market. Wow, so busy. I don't even know where to go. Every holiday, every time our family would get together, big events, we would get together and make dumplings. I think Josh met my mom the first time. We came home and we made dumplings together. Is that right?
Yeah, she put me to work right away with mom.
Open sesame. That's funny. I just made a joke.
What?
This is sesame oil, and I just said, open sesame. Except it's not opening. We have learned from our Thai subscribers and the street food vendors that we frequent, scissors are the way to go. Should always carry a pair of scissors with you everywhere, except on the plane. Although you can, apparently. Now I can say it. Open sesame.
Shut up. Come on now.
You're, aw.
Oh, you still gotta open it actually.
You know in recipes when they say season to taste, but you're working with raw meat? I never understood that. Like, how are you supposed to taste it? How are you supposed to know when you're done seasoning? But then, my friend gave me the idea, why don't you just cook a little piece of it, then you can test it out. Great idea, because every time we've made dumplings, I always wish that it was a little bit more savory. Ooh, I actually really like that.
Mmm.
Are you just saying that?
No, really good.
Yeah. Time to marinate.
You going in here?
Fridge. Ooh.
Front row.
Yeah. Okay. Dumpling making stations. Hey, hi.
Just here cleaning up from our Chinese New Year's celebration. It was awesome. We made dumplings, had hot pot. This has become just such an important tradition for us. I mean, we like to ring in the January 1st New Year just like everybody else. It's just, that's normally more of a party feeling or a celebration almost, whereas Chinese New Year's is more of a family get together for us. The thing we were all talking about tonight was just how incredibly fast the past couple of months have been by. It seems like January 1st was just yesterday. It's been hard to feel like there's any level of consistency in our life. That being said, there are some silver linings to that, in that it has forced us into this new way of living, including, most importantly, building a community. Community for us is those awesome people that we just shared a meal with, as well as some other really amazing people that we've met around here in Chiang Mai. And of course, all of you who are watching this, who comment. This YouTube thing is hard and we sometimes need help finding our way. So we appreciate all of the love and support that you guys provide. It's a big deal to us. Happy Chinese New Year's. I hope that if January 1st didn't quite bring the change that you needed in your life or the difference that maybe today did.
You know, it's a good night when you have a lot of leftovers, and as predicted, I had a lot of dumpling leftovers. Time to go buy more wrappers. And you get so much of it with just one head of cabbage. Sorry, I'm gonna stop waving that around now. How? What? Does this work? I can see why filming a cooking show would be really fun though. Entertaining. For me, mostly.
Into this new way of living. This slower... I'm trying to deliver an emotional monologue to a camera and you're just bonking stuff and walking around.
Hi, kitty. What do you got to tell us? So many things to say.